Good morning. This is John Hauser again with free advice. Yes, I give out free advice. I do it all the time. Sometimes people are not aware that I'm giving them free advice, but if I have the opportunity and if I can make a suggestion, I will do it. What kind of a person goes around doing that anyhow? I want to give you an Uber update. A lot of my friends will see the sticker on the front of my car and they say, "Oh, you drive for Uber. Do you make any money doing that?" I pulled up at I pulled up to church the other night. We go to church on Wednesday night, and I pulled up at the church, and the gentleman who was working the door opened the door for my wife, and he saw the sticker on my car, and he told my wife, he says, "Oh, Uber brought you to church," and and she says, "Oh, yes, he doesn't even charge me." So yes, I have fun with Uber, and some of my friends have been asking me about it. I haven't broadcasted around locally that I drive for Uber. Uh, I'm just kind of funny about this stuff, but people are finding out. They're seeing me out there driving around in my little Toyota. Took some friends to the airport last week. Supposed to go to the airport and pick them up tomorrow, but today the entire state of North Carolina is in a major panic because there's a possibility that there might be a slight chance of snow. But anyhow, on with the news. So what I wanted to do this morning is just give you a quick update, give you some ideas. I just drive Uber very, very part-time. I went out yesterday afternoon and I didn't even start until 2 and I was done by 4 or 4:30. And I made a little bit of money. But one of the main things it does is it gets me out of the house. I'm retired. I love my house. I love my wife. But it's nice to get out and just kind of roam around a little bit. So that's one benefit that Uber does. It actually gets me out. I get to meet some new people and drive around and see some things I haven't seen before, or maybe I forgot. So I'm going to give you a quick synopsis on how this works. Let's say that you're like me. You're part-time. You need a little something to do. Here's a couple of basic things. You simply need a car that's newer than 2010, that's all. And I would recommend that you have an economy car, but if you don't have an economy car, don't worry about it. Just do it. That's my philosophy all the time is, well, let's just go do it and see what we can do. So anyhow, let me give you some numbers real quick. Let's say that on any given month, you just wanted to make an extra $1,000 that month. If you're retired like me and my wife, we have a nice little income and we have a nice little chunk of change in the bank. I mean, we're pretty well set for life. But let's just say you want to have a little extra money, a little extra fun money, and extra $1,000 a month would make a big difference in most people's lives. Most people have had an extra $1,000 a month, man. They'd think they had died and gone to heaven. So here's how it works. Let's say that you had a couple of hours a day that you could squeeze out. And let's say that on 20 days of the month, you made just an extra $50. That's after you paid for your gas. That's clear, $50 clear. So 20 days times $50, working a couple of hours, boom, you made $1,000 that month. Now again, that's after gas, after expenses, just to clear $50. I'm telling you, that is like really easy. It's almost so easy it's hard to believe. But let's say that you wanted to bump it up. Let's say that you say, well, I really need to make more. I've got some bills I need to pay off. I need to get caught up. My dog needs to have his toenails trimmed. I took our puppy to PetSmart the other day. They trimmed the puppy's toenails. They get real long. But anyhow, let's say that you said, I need more. Let's say, and I've got evenings. Let me relate a story to you. The other day I was talking to my friend Joel, and he was telling me about his friend who wanted to buy another car and needed to make extra money. And what this friend did, it was a young lady, She would get off work at her regular job at 5 in the evening, and she would go out and drive for Uber from, from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock, sometimes 11 o'clock. She did that 3 to 5 nights a week. In almost no time at all, she had made enough money to buy that car that she wanted, and she was able to pay cash. People like Dave Ramsey and other people, they always recommend finding the second job. So it's not rocket science. It's just a matter of doing it. It's really easy to do. You sign up on the Uber app and turn it on, and then it beeps, and you go out and you do the ride, and it's the learning curve is real short. I mean, I didn't even start driving for Uber until I was 75. And prior to that, I sold stuff on eBay, and that's another one I could make a video about. But there's so many videos out there about eBay. Just go on YouTube and type in "make money with eBay," and I did real good with eBay. I sold thousands of items. I sold stuff on Poshmark. I sold stuff on Etsy. I sold stuff on Facebook Marketplace. But I have really put all of that aside because Uber is easier than all of those. Uber is very easy. So again, here's the deal. You take 20 days out of the month, and you work a couple of hours a day, and you make $50 a day, and like they say up there, bada bing, bada boom, bada bang, you've just made $1,000. Clear. Tax-free. Well, that depends on your tax bracket. Anyhow, this is John Hauser with free advice. Go out there and get in your car and make a few dollars. We'll see you next time.